What the heck is going on, kind of funny best friends? It's your guy, Snowbike Mike, back again on a lovely Wednesday. You're halfway through the work week. You're halfway through the summer vacay week. And I hope you're having some fun. I hope you are enjoying the summer sun. And I hope you're ready for a really, really fun stream because we are back. The whole crew is back. We've assembled for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus Part 2. And gosh darn it, we are in for a whole lot of fun. Now, remember, myself and Nick have never seen or heard of this video game, so it's all coming at us about breakneck speed. We have no idea what's going to happen, but of course, we are also joined by our best friends. But before I introduce everybody, Nick, I want to look at you and tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I can't get Starsky and Hutch out of my brain. I'm talking the Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson movie.
Sure. Yeah, that's you and me.
Of course. It's a bad movie.
Now.
Why are you thinking about that movie? It's a bad movie.
I'm thinking of Huggy Bear with Snoop Dogg. I'm thinking about the soundtrack. It's just something's on my mind right now. I'm just thinking Starsky and Hutch.
I think there's nothing wrong with that. Contrary to Kevin's point, I think Starsky and Hutch, perfectly fine film. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Could have been better. Could have been worse. You know what? I think it was a pretty good time. Good time. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg had a pet iguana. Did you know that he had a pet iguana?
He has a pet iguana. They shoot his tail off, and Owen Wilson goes, "Wow, a lot." And I love how that movie starts because he's actually robbing someone, and then he's like, "Sorry, you guys are under arrest." But you're like, "Was he robbing those people?" Listen, Kev, they're playing fast and loose with the rules of Starsky and Hutch, and that's what I appreciate about him. Nothing.
How many rules are there for Starsky and Hutch?
There's 3 rules for Starsky and Hutch, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Number 1, make sure they drive the car.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, fashion is king. And number 3, make sure you pay respect to the original show. Now, let's go around the table. What's your favorite episode of Starsky and Hutch, Mike?
Zero. I didn't even know it was a show, to be honest with you.
That's fair enough. I never watched it either. So, yeah, there it is. Starsky and Hutch, the movie. That's pretty much my only touchdown.
Okay.
I thought we were going to go down a rabbit hole. I thought we were going to go down a rabbit hole where we make up episodes. I liked the episode where they drove the car off the pier. That was my favorite episode. I always got that confused with Dukes of Hazzard, I'll be honest with you, because Starsky and Hutch and Dukes of Hazzard, they all have like similar cars.
But,
I don't think I've ever seen that. Like the actual TV show.
It was 70s. It was before all of our time. Well before all of our times. In fact, I think I only ever saw reruns on like when they would do reruns of like that and Dukes of Hazzard and all those old shows. I never chose to watch those. I was like, this is just all that's on TV, and the TV chooses what I get to see, because that was back in the day before we had choices. Now we have Netflix, but we had channels 2, 4, 5, 7, 13, 11. That's what
I had. That's right. That's what I had.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. Let's focus on the now. There's a couple of things that I have to run through with all of you before we start off, before we get everybody going and having some fun. Remember that last night, myself and Nick joined each other on the virtual couch alongside 2 special guests to enjoy another 80s action movie watch along with all of the best friends out there. If you missed out on Under Siege, guess what? It's now up on the Twitch VOD, so you can go back and watch it with the commentary if you want to hang out with me, Blaine, Nick, and Roger, having a fun time with that 80s action movie flick. Nick, it was actually a lot better than I thought it would be, and it was a ton of fun hanging out with you once again.
Now I have to throw. Well, this is something that I wish, unfortunately, Tam wasn't here for, because Mike, you have to break Tam's heart right now.
Oh, damn! I didn't think you were gonna bring it up, and I do have to break Tam's heart right now because Tam, we have a new updated list for our 80s action movie watch long rankings. The power rankings so far, Tam. At the bottom spot, Bloodsport. Then after that, The Running Man. And this was a big moment here, Tam. This was a big moment. Demolition Man is going to be placed below Under Siege, Tam.
What?
No fucking way. No,
what?
Tam.
It happened, Tam. I was battling internally because I love the setting. I love Wesley Snipes. I love Sly. I love that dynamic duo going back and forth. I love the futuristic Taco Bells. I love the world where you can't curse anymore. I love that, right? But man, oh man, when you saw that jabroni with the half fake ponytail saying, "I'm just a cook," and then he's running around, he's putting a grenade in that. He told this one lady, Tam, he said, "If you see a porthole, you become that porthole." And she just She even get in the wall. Tam, there was action. There was gunshots. There was helicopters exploding. There was one moment where the guy didn't want to do the scene, so he just sat down, Tam, at the end of a hallway, pointed a gun in the air, and did a 3-minute scene just like this. He didn't even move. He just sat there, putting the gun in the air. And then at the end, Tam, I don't know if you've seen the ending.
I have seen
of
it,
Under Siege, but I will tell you, there's a fight scene between Tommy Lee Jones and Jabroni boy Steven Seagal, and they're doing the knife thing, right? They're doing one of these, Tam. They're doing the hand moves, and all of a sudden, Tommy Lee gets the better of him, and he comes down with his knife. But guess what? Steven Seagal, both of his hands are caught up in the action right now. What is he gonna do, Tam? He catches the blade with his teeth. He bites into it, right? He turns it around, pops Tommy Lee Jones's eyeball with his thumb. Then he takes his knife and he's like Daryl from The Walking Dead, right through his top of his skull. But then you think to yourself, man, what an incredible death scene. That should be it. No, Tam.
100%.
No. He takes Tommy Lee Jones's dead body, whips it into the computer console, and he says, "Goddamn dumbass computer," and he keeps it moving.
God.
What an incredible ending, Tam.
I am very, very happy for you. I love the enthusiasm for this. I will say Demolition Man has most of that and more. Let's not forget that Demolition Man has a battle between Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. It has the franchise wars. It's a world in which Sylvester Stallone exists and laments the fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger is the president at one point. Yeah.
Like, there's that liquid nitrogen fight at the end that's like,
yes, that is a depth.
Cool.
It's got Dennis Leary in it. It's got Jack Black in it.
It's got Jack Black. The 3-cell system, the 3 shells.
I'm not picking sides here. I'm just pointing out facts. Okay. You're both right. And Tam, we were going to tell you at the end of this this stream in case you left, but I'm glad you have not. I will say that liquid nitrogen Demolition Man, super cool. Having said that, Steven Seagal is locked in a walk-in freezer for a good 25 minutes of Under Siege, and at one point he yells to the ensign that's guarding the door, "Hey, get my pies out of the oven!
Get my pies out of the oven!
Get my pies out of the oven!"
First of all, I was wrong. It's not liquid nitrogen. It's that crazy ass bead.
Yeah,
remember the bead that
it's
down?
it's the
freezes everything. Second
there's
of all,
a scene.
Wait, hold on, Tam.
Go on.
I'd like to add, it's as cool as ice.
Exactly. There's a bit where Wesley Snipes picks up a manhole cover, sticks his head in there, takes a deep breath, and goes, "Smells like biscuits and gravy," and then jumps into a sewer. Like, come on. There's a scene where Sylvester Stallone orders a burger and then learns it's a rat burger, and like almost chokes.
Now that those are great moments. I will say there's a part where Steven Seagal in Under Siege tells a person who's a cook and for the Navy, he says, "You're in the Navy. It's not just a job. It's an adventure."
It's an adventure. He said, "I'm just a laundry boy."
I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Like, you guys are reacting to the dynamic nature of Demolition Man and how Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone are fun to watch, and they get mad and they get sad and they get angry and they have all these range of emotions. What you're discounting is the fact that Steven Seagal talks at the exact same volume of voice for an hour and 42 minutes of this movie.
Exactly.
He never raises his voice.
The thing in the long term is Steven Seagal, he is that character in every single film. He is.
So
that's the thing. That's the thing that you learn. Like, the moment you watch a second Steven Seagal movie, the spell is broken on Under Siege. You're like, oh, he wasn't acting this. He was just
Steven Seagal.
Just there. He was just there. And then he became a weird bounty hunter man. And then he was like exposed as a bit of a fraud. Yeah. Whereas Wesley Snipes, sure, he did the tax evasion thing, which sovereign citizen, some people would be on his side.
Just imagine
but like,
every time I pay tax, I'm like, what's it?
Yeah,
right?
even me, I'm like, how much? But like, that man is a honest to God martial artist. He's like fully, like, he's a deadly weapon.
The bad man.
Yeah. I'd like to add one last thing. Sylvester Stallone reminds all of the world how good normal sex is. All right?
Yes,
he does do that. That is true. Didn't think
also,
of that.
He reminds the entire world, Kevin, of how good taking a poop is.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly.
And making fun of him, and I was like, "You people have never had a good poop before."
It also gives us a way to shake hands without ever touching, which is something that we need in 2021.
Exactly.
There we go.
Well, with that, Of course, right now over on the Twitch VODs, you can catch our commentary of Under Siege, but we got to keep it moving because we have a whole lot of fun ahead of us. Today, we're playing Doki Doki, part 2 of our playthrough right now. We all have our own characters. We all will be reading our lines, and we're going to have a ton of fun with you. A couple of pieces right now. There is a content warning. Of course, I don't know what it is, but I will tell you the crew here wants to make sure that you understand that there will be some content out here that may be unsuitable for certain people. It might trigger certain pieces of your brain to have a negative effect. So if there's any part in this stream where you are not vibing with it, you are not liking what you are seeing, please turn it off. Come back tomorrow. We'll reset after this, but we're having a ton of fun with this. We're going to continue to push on. We will have a content warning label up on the top right of your screen. So if you or any best friends are not feeling the vibe right here, please feel free to turn it off and come back, all right? Because we don't know what's going to happen, but we have been informed by others that something will happen. So we'll figure it out together. But I wanted to get that warning out ahead of all of you. 2 more things. 1, of course, fill up that bar. If you want to go for the extra hour, if you want to go for 3 hours of Doki Doki Literature Club, right now with this insane crew, a whole lot of fun. Jokes will be made. Laughter will be had. We're going to see where this story turns. Will we just continue to write poems? I don't know. Maybe. But you can fill up that bar with your support. If you follow, if you subscribe at the tier 1 through 3 level, if you subscribe with your Prime Gaming sub totally for free, that helps fill up the bar. Gifted subs will also go towards that bar. So just keep in mind that we can go for that extra hour. We can work towards our monthly goals. And finally, Kevin, can you please bring this photo up? Of course, each and every week, we love to engage in some Photoshop challenge. I'm trying to do it once every 2 weeks. And this week's theme, you have 1 full week to get it in. Remember, tweet them at me at Snowbike Mike. Use the hashtag KFG Streams because this week's theme is Suave Nick. Woo! Nothing's hotter than this photo right here of Nick Scarpino looking real good. What's the word, Nick? Devilish?
Debonair.
Devilish works too. Thank you. And thank you.
Now that looks like a character from Demolition Man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, is right. So that is your Photoshop challenge photo of the week. You have 1 full week. Get them into me by Monday. So please go out there, show some love, make something fun out of this Nick Scarpino photo. We will do that actually, we're going to do it on Monday. So get it done by Sunday night. Spread the word. Tell all of your best friends out there. Happy birthday to Gary Witta and one of the Simply Sassy crews, Philip J. Woodward, who loves doing the Photoshop challenge. So happy birthday to those 2 awesome, incredible, kind of funny best friends. But with that, that's enough of the intro. That's enough of the talking. Let's set the stage. Let me introduce you to the kind of funny crew. As our lead, the jabroni in the front, Mr. Nick Scarpino.
Happy to be here. Happy to be heard, and even happier to be seen.
As our class leader, with all of the energy, all of the smiles, all of the fun, as Monica, Miss Joey Noel.
Hello.
Monica.
Joey, it's wonderful to see you today. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm really good. I got some Starbucks delivered. They also delivered me somebody else's orders. It's been a good morning.
I was living the life, dude.
I love that. I like that they gave you the extra food, as you said, and God, I would be eating all that, Joey. I'm bad with it. You know that. You know how I do.
Yeah, I did pawn a lot of it off on Kevin and Paula because I was like, I don't need all of these breakfast sandwiches. So,
moving forward, the dark, the devilish, some say the prettiest, as Yuri, Tam. Tam, how are you doing today?
What up? It's your boy Yuri. How's it going, everyone?
yo, Tam. We're so excited to have you back. Thank you, Tam, for staying up
Thanks for having me back.
late with us. Of course, continue doing great work over at GameSpot, but truly and honestly, thank you for hanging out with us, Tam. We're really excited to have you back. As well, rounding out the crew, working the 1s and 2s as Natsuki, Kevin Coelho, big dog.
What
Kevin,
up? What
you
up?
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to party.
All right. And of course, I will be taking the part of Sayori. I'm still trying to find my voice in all of this, but we're going to find it, Twitch chat. We're going to find it. We're going to have some fun. I'm thinking on my voice acting. We'll see where we get to, but that is the crew. That's the fun. We're going to get into it. We're going to have some fun. We've all committed to our characters. We're committed to the bit. We're committed to the fun. So remember that content warning. Continue to fill up that bar. Let's get in to some fun with Doki Doki Part 2.
Now, Mike, before we do this, I think we should all go around and have a little bit of a vocal warm-up for our vocal cords. Mike, starting with you, I'm going to need like 50% because I don't want you to blow out your vocal cords yet, right? I don't want you to get your notes. I need an E from you for the kids.
Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Sayori.
I think you nailed
perfect. Me and God gifted us 5 tier 1 subs right at that moment, and it came through. That was like stereo. That was beautiful. All right, let's kick back in to the Doki Doki Literature Club. Here we go.
The Doki Doki.
That's what the cool kids are calling it, Joe.
I like it.
Doki Doki Literature Club. Throw your E's in the chat. Okay. Ooh. Boom, boom. He's coming.
Here we go. How hot will the denim get today is my question. You know what I mean? How hot?
We're
do the latest one.
Latest one.
204.
That sounds right? Yeah, okay. Why did I save in the middle? What kind of savage saves the latest one in the middle? All right.
What kind of nutcase? All right.
Psychopath.
Channeling my inner Sayori. I'm ready.
All right, ready?
Silence.
Oh, sorry,
Kevin, can I get a little bit bigger? It's a little too small for me. Can I get a little bit bigger for me?
You gotta give me a minute.
I can get my face closer. Don't worry about it.
Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna read some books, gonna write some poems. Maybe we'll flirt a little bit and discover a little about ourselves. You ready?
All right, Nick, I'm ready.
And everyone's 18.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to.
Here's my question before we keep going. Should I just share my screen so everyone sees it like in real time? So it's not 3 seconds.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Oh, is that what we were doing? Is that what we're doing?
No, because Kevin's sharing his, but Kevin's getting my screen. So when I hit it, it takes a couple seconds. I'm going to share mine in the Discord.
Can you do that at the same time?
Ooh, okay.
Washburn says to me, wear my glasses. And
I don't know if I can or not, but I might be able to share my OBS screen.
Yeah, because the text quality is super low for me, so I can't.
Let me see if I can
Me
just...
too.
Screens. Let's see if you can see this. And then... Can you guys see that?
Is your camera coming back?
Ooh, is my camera gone? Yeah, there you go.
I will only be able to see the delayed video, just a heads up.
I can't see it. It's too small.
It's too small? Okay, hold on.
It's very small.
Let's figure this out real quick, folks. Let's figure this out. Hold on. We're
If
gonna
you
stop
just
streaming.
give me a minute, I can get a better version of it. Like I said a minute ago.
No, it's not the better version. It's the fact that it's slower.
Yeah, but everyone else
has to-
needs the better version, like prettier version. No, we don't. It doesn't matter if it's slower.
Oh, Nick's got it. Nick's got it. Whatever you're doing, Jabroni boy, that's great.
That looks
Yeah,
tempting.
that looks incredible.
This is what we're gonna do right here. Can you guys read it?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
this will be quicker, so we don't have as many
That's
pauses.
faster, yeah. That'll be much better. All right, let's kick it off with that. Mike, go for it.
I like how we get to. I don't know. I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Damn it. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Yuri. I would walk home. What do we think?
Oh, we'd walk home with Yuri.
We're
y'all.
Team Yuri.
Yeah, we
Walk
Sorry.
home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound?
Ooh.
I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, isn't
She so beautiful and smart?
that has nothing to do with what I just said?
Ah ha ha ha! You'd admit it.
Oh, now we're jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I'd just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Oh, I forgot. We all have to read poems at the festival, everyone. Who knows what will happen in that time? My guess is nobody shows up for a live poetry reading for high school kids. That's my guess. My guess is it's going to be a lot
They're
like
over 18. Yeah. They're over 18.
Everyone's over 18. They're
junior
go
college.
drinking.
It's junior college.
There you go. Oh, we're in a JC. Is that what's
happening?
Yeah,
we're in a JC.
Ooh,
oh, we're writing another one.
Oh, another fun one. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just do
the like the most. Oh wow. Okay. Didn't see that one coming.
I don't know what effulgent means, but yeah, there you go.
Oh well, you got it.
Eternity. No, I don't want to say sad. Oh no, damn it! I knew that was her. Sadness. Bubbles. Existence. There you go. Whisper. Peaceful. Hop. Empty. Fear. No, not despise. Warm. Spinning. Damn it. Heaven sent. Yes. Inferno. Unrestrained.
Restrained.
Oh, I rush. Bad, dude. Break free. Break free.
Not melancholy. Explode. There you go.
Oh,
she's all about getting that out. Uncontrollable.
Oh, you're doing great right now. Look at you.
Incongruent. No, not unstable. Bunny atone. Yes, I'm crushing live.
Yeah,
you're doing really well on this.
Destiny. It's not. Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Entropy. And
this is gonna be quite the poem.
Ray.
It's gonna be directed at one person.
Judgment. Yes, very much just one person.
This is not a class poem. This is a one-person, one-on-one poem. Ooh, electricity.
What's Doki Doki?
Isn't it supposed to be like the sound that your like heartbeat?
Oh no, it's the wrong one.
Like
damn it.
The word version of that. I think.
Oh, here we go.
Someone in the chat will pop in. Oh man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination.
Sorry.
Starting this club and now picking up piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
Sorry. This is Kevin?
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm actually having trouble seeing it too. Is that... Oh. No, wait.
That's right.
Yeah. I just can't remember the voice at all.
Find your voice, Kevin. Find your voice. Work into it. Work into it, bro.
Here that way.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about how our parts of the festival... Wait, what did it say? Sorry. Damn,
I'm not talking about our part of the festival.
Oh, okay. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, don't they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Probably get it though. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people.
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
One of them squid girls. Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Huh?
Sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay. Yeah.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
I mean English.
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Oh, wait. Yeah, that was me, right?
Kevin, you gotta do it. Give me an E.
Oh, I did my, No, I'm not doing the E.
Give me the E.
Fine,
Kevin,
fine.
I need an E. Or
Nick, move on. I already said fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways.
Excuse me.
Chad did it.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Oh my god, Siri just popped up. Siri, no, Siri. You're spaced out again.
I'm sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything all right?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already disappeared, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Nick, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind.
Why is
Thank
it
you,
like
Mike.
tripled now, Mike?
Shout out to K-Tops27 for gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
Thanks, K-Tops.
But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Nick. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she's really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What am I in an investigation?
Ooh!
Nah, she's saying she got a crush on you,
What do you
guy.
mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Nick.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori has always been like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. I'm sorry, Joey, that was an incorrect line reading. It's...
Sorry.
Yes, Joey.
You're so funny, Nick. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it too much for now.
All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Luckily, I'm expert at lip reading, and here's what she said. Just kidding. I sigh and sit down and myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, she didn't even do anything.
But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking of something like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot.
Are you a mind reader?
So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it.
Sorry.
But if you would prefer to share it with what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seemed a little bit off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading a little too much.
Nick, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
So you think that there might be something behind this after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel the same way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
Ah, that's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Jesus, Nick. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I read my poem to first? Maybe I should read it to Sayori this time, because she's feeling down in the dumps. What do we feel like, people?
Yuri.
Okay, Yuri it is.
Sayori. All right.
Mike came through with the energy.
Mike's committed to Yuri.
Yep.
Nick, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
Nick, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Nick. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
Haven't really done anything.
No? That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Nick. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette, obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arms. The flickering light is in the rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to the forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I started to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
Oh, that's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can... The poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something? But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Whose poem should I read next? What do we think, people? Let's go with.
I think you should go to
Sayori.
Sayori.
Yeah, let's go with Sayori. Before we do that, though, I'm gonna take a little break to go to the bathroom.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna stand up
Potty
and pee
break.
too.
Potty
I
break.
have to stand up. I gotta bring my
This is-
energy on my next
I'm
part.
really enjoying this, and I hate, I'm so scared of things going in a negative way.
I mean, that's a thing.
Yup. I'm scared, Joey. Tell me it's gonna be okay.
You know, I'm not gonna say anything.
I really need you to just say it's gonna be okay, Joey.
No.
Joey.
The Tank 872. Wait, Kevin hasn't played this? No. Kevin,
No.
Nick and Mike have not.
Why are they making these
characters
like so like enjoyable and complex? Like you don't have to do that. Like let's stop here, guys. Like can we just stop the game, switch over to something else, and be like, and they all lived happily ever after? Like I'd be okay with that.
One big happy family. But don't you want to see who Nick ends up with?
No, I don't. Someone's gonna end up hurt, and I don't want it to be any of these people these lovely people that I've now met.
It'll be okay, Kevin.
I don't think it will, Tam.
Heart and Blue says, how much do they know about it? Do they know what to expect, even though they haven't played it? No. All they know is that there's a content warning that multiple people have brought up in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, it's not like a little content warning. It's like a big old content warning. People keep being like, guys, remember the content warning. We should put it up.
I'm coming in because Kevin keeps worrying. Kevin, you got nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be happy in the end.
Thank you. That's all I needed, Joey. You see,
everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. People keep trying to act like this shit goes sideways or like something's gonna happen. Nothing really happens in this game, honestly. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what you see is what you get in this game. So don't worry about it.
That's great. Thank you, Bless. That's all I needed, dude. You came in here. So you played the game?
Oh yeah, I love this game. Like I played this in 2017 when it came out, and it ended up on my top 10 list. It is such a good traditional visual novel. With cute characters, good music, good writing, ends up in a very sweet place.
Unparalleled.
The music is really good, honestly. I love the soundtrack to this game.
It is what it is.
How we looking?
Gotcha. Good. Blessing came in here. He calmed me down because I was getting a little worried with how everyone keeps like being like, hey, remember to put up the content warning and like, everything's about to go south. This is when the big thing happens. But Blessing says it is what it is, and like I shouldn't fight it.
Yeah.
Listen, I like to let Blessing just make all the important decisions in my life. So if Blessing says keep going with this, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because I was like, let's stop it here. Let's make up our own happy ending for these people.
I think, Kevin, what would your happy ending be for everyone?
Oh, what's the name of the girl that Yuri?
Yuri,
like it's like, oh hey, I love Nick. Nick likes her.
Yep.
And they go off in the sunset, and like the friend is like, you know what? I like him, but he doesn't like me, so I'm gonna move on. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fall in love with with Monica.
Yeah,
and Natsuki. I mean, she's kind of like vengeful. Like she's fine. She can just go away.
Oh wait, Natsuki's vengeful. So Sayori and Monica go off, and Natsuki.
We can all agree that Yuri's the best girl, right?
Well, Yuri's the one currently that I'm having. I'm entering into a romantic.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing. Yuri's amazing.
Sayori, of course, we're two friends. We have too much history together.
She has young energy too. Like
she's got
Yuri seems like she's a little bit grown compared to
Monica is a little bit too.
Yuri seems really dark though. Like right, like there's something weird happening in home.
Oh yeah, there's a level of there's some stuff happening.
She's insecure probably.
Yeah, but like I mean, I feel like maybe her parents might be a little crazy. Like limiting what she can do with life almost entirely.
We'll see. We're gonna see what's going on.
But remember, all these girls are 18, chat.
Over 18.
Everyone's 27 years old in this.
Yeah, over 18.
So it's gonna be okay.
23. We're in JUCO.
All right. Are we ready to read a poem? Is Joey back?
I've never left, but
okay,
yes.
Cool. Let's do it. Let's get into this. Sayori's poem is up next. Mike, I think this was you.
Click the button.
What's happening? Where's the disconnect? Mike, are you reading this?
I don't see your screen updating for me, so give me a moment.
Oh. Okay.
Click the button.
Click the button.
Button. All right, now I'm ready. Here I go.
Got it? Did Mike put his hood on?
Yeah.
I'm getting
into the character.
He's getting that emo energy.
Give us that strong emote energy, Mike.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
No, it's not updating for me. 1 second.
Okay.
Thumb's not updating.
Can everyone else see it okay?
Yeah.
I can.
Copy.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a different thing. Maybe restart Discord real quick, Mike?
Yep, give me a moment.
Do what you need to.
Not to give an Oscar award-winning presentation. I need to be perfect.
Copy that. I'm gonna do a little Kelsey Grammer for Kevin right now because he loves it. Hey, baby,
I love it. I love it so much.
Hey, baby, I hear the girls are calling. Toss salads and literature clubs. Hey, Sayori.
I have a video on my phone of you doing that at RTX at some random piano, and every once in a while it pops up. It's very funny.
It's really good. We've had a good run. Yeah.
Also, Nick, I saw Nick. Now, I would just like to say that I apologize for not responding to that random picture you sent me with dogs while you were somewhere.
Oh, that's my
this past weekend.
That's my brother's dogs.
Nick.
Got it. I was with Kevin, and I was like, sometimes Nick just sends me random pictures of him with dogs.
Enjoy. What did I say we should do?
Kevin told me that I should just send you back random pictures of me with cats, even though I don't have any cats. But
That's
apparently
fair.
Kevin has
Joey-
access to a strange amount of cats. Though I did see fake Thomas outside this morning when I was
What's
doing my
fake
car for
Thomas?
street
Who's
sweeping.
I
fake Thomas?
hate fake Thomas.
It's a
He's
cat that
like-
looks exactly like Thomas, but like
like-
grungy.
Yeah, he looks a little off, and
I
like
don't like it.
there's something wrong
Bizarro
with his
Thomas?
face. There's something
He
wrong
looks
with
like he
his
has an
face.
eye infection.
Oh,
Yes.
That's not good.
No, I don't think he's got like a.
But I think that's just how his face looks.
Is he a
What is
stray?
it? No, hold on. He's got yeah, he's a stray or maybe a
He
neighbor's
has
cat.
glaucoma or something? Like he's an
No,
older
no, no,
cat?
no, no. He's got like the what is it called when it's like it kind of looks human but it's not.
Anthropomorphic?
Nope. No, Joey, good try though. Good
It
try.
kind of looks
I
human.
guess that's
His
an
eye.
inanimate object.
No, yeah, where it kind of looks human. What's the effect? The uncanny valley. That's it.
Oh.
He's got a little uncanny valley where he kind of looks like normal Thomas, but different. And you don't trust the difference, you know?
I don't like that. No, that's what. See, this is why all cats are mischievous to me because they can look alike, just like that.
So
Drop them
Nick,
a dime. They go, I'm gonna look like the other cat, and you're like, why are there so many cats that look exactly the same? Are they gonna rob me? Are these cats robbing me right now? So then all of a sudden, Kevin, no money in my bank account. I'm out on the street in my chonies, and I'm like, how did this happen? And the
Cats
cats are
robbed you.
smiling all the way to the
cats
bank.
robbed you.
Exactly.
So Nick, I obviously there's 3 cats that live in this house, right?
Yeah.
I have Thomas. My sister-in-law has 2 shitty cats, arguably the shittiest cats ever.
Dog shit
I don't want to
cats.
get into the terrible cats. Even for cats, they're trash. And then I know this this person at the dog park whose cats. She has 3 cats, and they all just had cats. So she now has
Too many cats.
something like 6 cats, and I was like kittens. So I was like, we just take all these pictures and spread them out. You've got at least 8 weeks of content. And Joey was like, I'm not gonna go see these kittens.
No, I'm not
Joey,
going to go to
you-
the dog park. I'm not going to go to the dog park, which I don't have a dog, with Kevin to go see
We would
this
have to go
person
to
who,
Neela's
Mike,
house.
for you, this is Banana's mom, who is the sexy dog at the dog park.
I never said those. Those aren't my words.
I think Joey, if you ever
Mike's
send
gone, remember?
any of-
So
yeah,
I'm
Mike's-
really happy he wasn't
I'm
here.
back.
Like,
No,
he's
Oh, Mike's
here.
here.
He's
I'm
here.
listening. Oh yeah, I got it.
Mikey,
Oh yeah.
kick it off. Give me this. Give me.
Oh, you're
Sayori.
back with it? All right, best friends. We've almost hit the 30-minute marker. Let's fill up that bar, get to an hour. Here we go. I'm
Turn your
moody.
camera back on.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm moody. 1 second. Right here I am. I'm back.
There it
I'm
is.
back.
There it is.
I will say, as he's doing that, Joey, if you take a picture of yourself covered in kittens, I will. That is an amazing picture. You should put it on Instagram.
100%, Joey.
I agree
Say
with
the
that.
word.
I
I
agree
make
with
some
that.
phone calls. I can get you a bunch of kittens.
Here we
See that
go. You don't need to worry about what I think. Is he moving things?
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
is. He is.
No, it's not moving for me. Let me see if I can.
Here,
see
why
that.
don't you look at my screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You can't see
After
that. Like,
all,
full screen.
You wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope. It's ruining my. It's
All
ruining
right,
my.
we might have to have Joey
your
pick this
internet.
one up. Joey, you want to pick it up for Sayori for a hot second?
Yeah, I do.
Go for it.
Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Not true.
Maybe. That's
Very
not really
much
what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping.
Man, this is getting sad.
I'm back. Do it one more time, Joey. Do the last line.
That makes me really happy.
And you're happy too, right? In this club.
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Nick.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Oh, that was a sad Kevin. All right. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist. I don't think she's insisting, Nick.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. All right, let's go with Natsuki next.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right. You didn't even...
Next.
Damn, dude.
That was great.
Monica, that was great. I guess Monica is it.
Hi, Nick. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Or sorry.
And that one, Joe, I think you nailed. But
Okay.
for next read, when we do this again next week, I want you to go. That's what.
Oh,
I
well,
need you to do.
your whole thing cut out, so it was just silent.
Okay. Well, never mind then. Anyway, oh, that's you.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten so refined, Nick. Yuri's been teaching you about a lot of things, hasn't she?
I like how 3 days later I'm crushing the poem game. You know what I mean, Snowbike Mike? We're going.
I mean,
we're going
it just-
semi-pro.
You know why? It just takes a quick hand over the denim to get your mind right.
Jesus Christ,
Oh,
warm up.
man. Aren't these once a week meetings? Or not?
I don't even know.
Who can
man.
tell?
I don't know.
Who can
Yeah,
say?
no one
tell.
knows.
I
No
can't
one
remember
knows
last
this
week.
world.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
Oh, that's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her.
Edgy novel?
What?
Well, I mean, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know?
All right, all right. I
I'm
get
sorry,
you.
Joey. I think that was supposed to be all right, all right, all right.
Oh, sorry. I missed the Matthew
not a
McConaughey
problem.
impression within the text. That's my bad.
I'm a professional. It's not a problem.
I get you. Just be careful, all right?
Huh?
I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself.
Oh, no.
Anyways,
Shit, Monica. Like, you want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
I'll share my poem with you now, all right?
Okay. Yeah, all right, I guess. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all Others have turned away. The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Under one, oh, wow, this is long. Under one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and even more fall. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice, quote, I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Damn.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put thought to it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
That's you, Kev.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
A catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnation air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Oh, jeez.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please, show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Huh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people?
down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. Oh, sorry.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Nick. The one who is truly
useless.
Oh, my
we can say it together.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Mona's like suggesting that I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you.
Ew, Kevin, what kind of dirty work are you going to give me?
Ass eating.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, Kevin.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we brought that energy into the room, and you know what? We're gonna close the door and keep the energy here. I like it.
It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Nick may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Nick too.
Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Nick to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know?
Oh shit, alright, calm down.
So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said.
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez.
Damn, came at me thirsty.
Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Nick, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well.
In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Who do I go with?
Yuri.
Yeah, Natsuki did offer to allow you eat ass. That's pretty dope. But
Yeah,
Yuri's
that's
probably
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
pretty rocking weekend.
Yeah, I haven't spent any time with Monica though. I'm just throwing that out there.
Rocking
Yeah,
weekend.
but like,
yeah,
at
but
this
she's
point,
gonna be. Tell her,
You
Kevin.
can't
tell her.
break. You can't break Yuri's heart like that.
Nah,
She's
yeah,
like- she got
we're
plans.
deep into Yuri, and Monica's gonna be with Sayori. We're trying to avoid Sayori right now.
Yeah,
Let's
good
go
call,
full
good
Yuri.
call. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably be most useful helping out with Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious?
Trying to get that ass eaten, right?
Why would you?
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying. Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Nick?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Nick?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in see how it all turns out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki!
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Nick picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell you that she tried to say something Sayori would have said at the time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
Yeah, Kevin, get those cupcakes out there. Put them to work.
Yeah, you can be eating that frosting off there, you know.
Like that cupcake from behind.
I believe you.
Yeah.
What is this fucking game?
I hope to see everyone do their best.
Oh
But
god!
with
How did you all rope me into doing this game?
Yeah, why are we
Oh
here?
god! We've been on this screen for 2 hours talking about cupcakes. What the fuck is happening? I'm starting to lose it. What time is it? What day is it? All right, let's
So
keep going.
invested though.
Oh my god! I know. I want to see how it ends, but I fucking hate that I want to see how it ends.
Joey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I see.
All right, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Hey? I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
You get
Oh
those
shit,
digits?
they're about to change numbers.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
All right, then. Yuri and I
People are
exchange
saying
phone
to
numbers.
save the game, by the way, which we haven't done in a while. So
Why is it going to crash? How
no,
do I save
but
again?
that way we don't have to play the last hour and a half again in case something happens.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I forgot.
Okay.
It just says save on the bottom of the text box.
Yeah, I know. I can get down there. How do I get over there? Oh, there we go. I'm going to save it.
You
down
can keep
here
saving
in
the middle
empty
one like
slot.
a monster.
Like a
No,
monster.
just save over the first one. Why are you
Like
making a new
fierce
empty
monster.
slot?
Just in case we have to go back. I want to see
In
what it
that
looks
case,
like.
in that
changing
We
it.
might
case.
want to play
Decisions.
Doki Doki V2 with where we go for Monica. Did I save? That worked, right? Okay.
I
Okay.
think so.
Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Hey, my house.
Is that a problem?
Holy
No,
some
not at
weird
all.
shit's going on in
I
our
just
house.
thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
All right. In that case, it wouldn't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Yeah, make sure it doesn't smell like
No.
old socks and stale.
No.
Yep,
All right.
yep,
I hope I
yep.
to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
I don't underestimate yourself, Nick. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting
You're-
the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But
Yuri thinks for herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening and when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is this too early for that? Oh, only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Fast.
I don't know what I was expecting, but for some reason, yeah, it seemed really fast.
I thought something was supposed to happen, but all right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit, but when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing about Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, it is really okay. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply just entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Nick.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
And that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Oh, it's just me and Yuri. So it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something was wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Nick.
Oh, eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. See how I took that a little section?
Oh, that was good. That was good. You just kind of put the emphasis on punish, and it, yeah.
I had a little fun with it. I think
Gotta take some creative license, you know?
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders.
Ooh.
What on earth are you
Ooh.
saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you being like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Nick. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Nick?
This is painful.
I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be something different.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? I thought she just had a crush on me. Is that how selfish I am? Anyone else think that? No, okay.
No, she definitely also has a crush on you, right?
Right? I'm okay. That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow,
yeah,
maybe I read this whole thing wrong. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Well, don't say it like that, bro. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Nick. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Aha! That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Nick. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish.
Terrible timing for that.
And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and you made me hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Nick?
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Nick.
Sayori isn't hugging back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please, don't do this. Nick.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have time, if you have you in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Nick. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori, let's go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then. Yeah.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive myself.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'll try my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worried too much, and we're definitely going to have a good time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You could have just texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Jesus, Nick. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I'm sorry. I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
It's just, I'll be really embarrassed for my room. It was a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
I got a lot of skid-marked underwear and stuff like that. It's not something you need to look at. I know, Joe. Think about that, right? That's nothing
I
less
would prefer
romantic.
not to.
And all the socks.
Then,
The socks, the stiff socks.
Yeah.
stiff, like
So
they're starched.
stiff.
All right. We didn't have to.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. Should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements.
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Hell yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will just stop by out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Jesus. Don't say that to people.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little bit.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a woven cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these things in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all. Pretend like just zero context for it.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole of the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with everything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it right here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room.
Sorry.
It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Oh boy, never call someone intense. There's just no positive spin on that one. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than she's been with just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Nick. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well?
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
Ah,
You're laughing at me.
no, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Nick! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
Small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Oh, if you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound.
Oh.
Mike just woke up.
Oh,
I feel her
shit.
tongue
Time
curl
for
around
Mike
my
to
finger.
back.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I
All
like
right,
that.
I mean, it's like we've all been there though. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
I get it.
it's Kevin, you and me, you know what I mean? Let's go down to the butcher shop and get just a cup of blood for each other.
Oh, or just
That
a big
was-
old slab of meat and then throw some meat into my
Jesus.
mouth, Kevin.
All right.
Jesus,
I
Kevin,
don't-
throw some tri-tip into Snowbike Mike's mouth. All right, and make those cupcakes for me. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh. But please forgive me.
Oh shit!
I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her hand, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most... Oh,
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little bit. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? All right, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Nick,
So hot. All right.
Yeah.
did you just
Getting
really
hot.
do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Nick.
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri called me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a little tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper.
What's the denim check at this point?
Ooh.
Oh, Mikey.
It's Joey, this is how I would describe it, right?
Confusing.
Imagine you walk up to the oven and you hit the preheat button, right? And right as you press ding, Yuri walks in the room and we're chatting, we're getting to know each other. She's pulling things out of her backpack, right? Oh, there's some candles. We're hitting about the 100 temperature marker, right? Now she pulls out, what could have been a paddle, but I guess it's an oil diffuser. I'm like, okay, that's kind of hot too. What kind of smells are we going to have? 120, right? And all of a sudden, a pocket knife shows up and Joey, I'm intrigued.
Dude.
I'm like, ooh, girl, it's
We're
getting hot in
enough to-
here.
We're hot enough to bake cookies right
It's getting
now.
hot in here. And I mean, she licks my index finger and I
Oh
lick
my
her index
God,
finger
the
and
strudel
things.
is done.
Woo! Ooh, the strudel is warmed, Nick Scarpino. I would say my denim is pretty hot right now.
All right.
I just want to shout out Matt playing games for gifting subs, Rev Cabot for gifting subs, and Jay Shaw 021 for gifting subs. People really wanting to see the full hour.
Let's push this hour right now because we're heading into we're heading into the overtime. Nice job, everybody.
Yeah,
going into OT.
We got
I'm
that
gonna take
full
a,
hour.
I'm gonna
Thank
take a
you,
quick
everyone,
break.
for helping out.
We're gonna
Refill my
run
ice real quick. I'll be right back.
Quick
We have an
potty break.
hour and 15 minutes left on the stream.
Hour and 15 minutes. We're going to run our ads right now for the final hour so we don't have to run any more ads. Remember, if you're subscribed, you don't have to see the ads. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. It supports us over here, and you don't have to watch any ads. So let's run them so everybody can be back in time. With that, we're still talking, Joey, so tell me some more.
Tell me some more. Today's my 76th sub month anniversary, apparently. Twitch.
Wow, 76. That's from day one, huh, Joey? That's got to be, right?
It's not day one, but it's pretty close. I think I was like month
4.
2.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that.
That's incredible.
I keep seeing the chat like freaking out and then trying to calm itself down and being like, "This is it," and then like nothing crazy happened.
You know, Kevin, I think it's that moment where, like, you know, you're about to touch my denim, right? And it's like, and then it's like you pull away, and they're like,
way earlier.
I don't know if they're ready or not, you know?
I get it. Ignore chat. I'm trying to. It's real hard, guys. Be cool.
Yeah. It's like when you haven't watched a movie in a while and you're like, is this the part? And you're like, no, it's not the part, but it's like the part.
Yeah, exactly. So, chat, we're watching you. We see you over there. We, of course, have our good friend Tam from across the pond joining us. Tam on the late night. Tam, you're doing incredible as always. How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this. I'm trying to be careful about what I say because we've got some real wholesome stuff coming up.
Some real wholesome stuff. Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, just trying to maintain grip on the voice as well, which is
You're nailing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
Chat is calling for you to receive a BAFTA for this performance.
Yeah, we definitely got to get in touch with somebody here. We gotta celebrate this, you know.
Mike, you kicked it up a notch there. I was like gripped. I was like, holy shit, this is going
Thank
down.
you. You know, Tam, I came into this one questioning where I was voice acting wise, right? I think you set the tone. Joey fits her character
Joey
so well.
is incredible.
Yeah, Joey as Monica is perfect. And then it's Kevin, you have really fit into this role here on the second half. Like at the beginning of day number 1, I was like, okay, Kevin and this person maybe. At the end there of like that last interaction, I was like, Kevin nailed this. You know what I mean? So I felt like I just had to find myself. I had to elevate it, and I want to try, right, Tam? I just want to have a little fun. That's what it's all about.
The character is coming closer to Kevin's natural output in terms of voice acting ability, and it's like really impressive to see. The bit where you're like next, I was like, God damn,
so good. That one will be remembered. Is right.
But like the writing is so like that fits so much with this little asshole of a character they've made. You know? Yeah.
No, it's getting really fun. It's actually. It's interesting because when we started this, you know, me and Nick came into this not knowing anything. And I think Kevin's the same way. But like, I didn't know where this was going to go. And I actually still to this moment, Tam, have no idea where this is going. Because like in my mind, I've gone all sorts of different directions, right? Chat, let's be real with each other right now. At first, I thought it was just going to be a bunch of sex in the classroom. Didn't turn out to be that.
I was hoping for
then
that,
at another time,
honest.
I thought somebody was going to get stabby, murder everybody. Didn't turn out to be that yet. So like, here I am. I don't know what's happening yet, chat. Don't spoil it. But like, that's me right now acting in the moment here.
When they introduced the knives, I'm like, oh shit. Is this where the stabby happens?
Just stabby. Thank you.
Because if she's like, hey, cut me a little bit, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like what are you supposed to do in that case? Nick's camera is going crazy.
Just wanted to suck the thing there.
I've never played a Danganronpa game, so I don't know if that's like in this. I don't know if that would be another potentially fun stream game to do. I feel like it's maybe.
I think those are, you have to commit to a lot in that. Those are like wilder.
Super long.
Yeah, they're super long. I mean, it's a multi game series, and and it's less like
it's more mystery, right?
Yeah, mystery and twists and turns that are a little more spread apart than.
There's a teddy bear that has like a prince inside him.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of weird shit in that series. I mean, you should definitely play that series, especially you, Joey. But I think
I've owned it for like 3 years and I've just never gotten to it.
they're real good. They're real good.
It's interesting, Tam, because like we have a big monthly goal at the end of the month. We would do another one of these, and I've looked around of like what would be next, right? Do we do a Dream Daddy situation, a KFC dating sim? Do we go to like an Ace Attorney where we can change up the vibe and have something like that, or like how do we get more members involved? But yeah, I think that I would love to do another one of these eventually and try to figure out how we do it. So just know, people out there, we'd like to try that again.
Oh man, we need to cast the hell out
People
of it.
are throwing out Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
The
Ace
KFC
Attorney,
one's
I
a
feel like
good
it could be a
shout.
lot of fun.
But chat, don't
But
be
those
afraid
are
to
long
DM me on
too,
Twitter.
right?
Let me know. Yeah, we're looking for something 2 to 3 streams. That's like 6 to 9 hours at most. So something to think about. Tweet them at me though. Let me know.
Mike, if we're trying to get into contact with you, is that the best choice? Should we DM you on Twitter? Because I got your phone number and I'm texting you, and like you didn't respond.
Kevin,
You didn't
everybody,
respond.
really quick. Kevin called me out yesterday for not checking his TikTok DMs. Kevin, I'm happy to report I watched every single one of your TikTok DMs last
What do you
night.
think? What are your thoughts?
They were great. There were some good ones. There were some bad ones. But I think you're figuring out the mic tone of what I'm looking for.
What are the bad ones?
We'll find it. We'll look back. There's a couple of them. I'm like, Kevin, you missed the mark there. You missed the mark.
Damn
You know
it.
what I mean?
It's a lot of
See,
pressure.
this is why you have to like the videos that you like on TikTok.
Yeah.
You just give them the double tap so it narrows down what Kevin knows to send you.
I also like ones that every once in a while I'll send ones that I don't know that they'll like this, but I feel like they need to
You gotta
consume
shoot your
this
shot.
content.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Like,
like when I
there's
sent you the
some-
yachts.
I'm gonna
There's
meet
the
everyone.
percentage of I've seen this cursed video and now everybody I know has to see it too.
But Joey, you get something out of the cursed videos, right?
I do. I understand because I also send. I'm like, I don't know if you're the right person, but I need to share this with somebody.
All right, you guys ready to get back into it?
One
Let's
final
hit it.
hour, giving it
We're
our
gonna get-
all.
You want to save it now while we're in this
I did
middle
just say it while you
zone?
guys were talking, so
Oh,
we're good to
perfect.
save. We're
Everybody-
saved. I want to run everyone through an old acting exercise for us. We're gonna do- When I say lion face, you're gonna do lion face, and then we're gonna do sour face. Ooh. Okay.
I'm ready.
That's what it
I
was.
like that.
What it was from James Silent
I'm
Bob. Anyway,
definitely
ready?
doing this off
Everyone
camera.
ready? Lion face. Apple face.
Ooh.
I can't tell if you guys did it or not, but I feel good about
I
that.
I
definitely
actually
did
did
and I
it.
think it's sour face,
Is it
right?
sour?
I have
face?
fun with that.
What
Do it
was it?
again.
What
Do
was
it
it
one
from-
more time.
Ready? Lion face.
I don't think it's apple.
Sour face. Is that what it
Did
was?
you call
Someone
it
can look up.
apple face?
Yeah.
He said the apple
Because like
face.
2 seconds later, they do the apple line.
How do you like those apples? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember it's Goodwill Hunting 2 or whatever
Yeah.
the hell it is?
Hunting season.
Hunting season. Okay, after we finish attaching the paper to the ribbon, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner.
Ooh.
That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put in each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring them back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurt. Yeah, she's definitely doing the age. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into her room. I think she's a cutter, right? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
That seems like it's right.
Whoa.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not good.
unfortunate. Sorry to make the H joke. But
I
Kevin
mean,
teed
I
it
was
up.
the one. I was the
Kevin
one who
teed
made
it
it.
up. We had
I
to go,
definitely
you know,
came in and made the heroin joke.
Yeah.
You give me a chance, I'm gonna make a heroin joke. That's just It's my go-to thing. I'm sorry.
There's
guys.
nothing more funny than heroin jokes. That's not true at all. Sorry, get back into it. Dig ourselves out of this hole, Kevin.
So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to do? What are you going to write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
I hope it's Nick Rocks. ROX. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had to do back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun.
I'm
glad you feel that way, too.
Sorry. I bit your line. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone else can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers.
Gah!
Sorry.
Just...
Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me at all. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
Oh, it's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Mike, how we feeling? How's the denim now?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm about to grab your neck and lick this paint off the side of your face right now. Woo!
Christ. All right, let me get resituated here. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel anyway. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel.
I don't like this picture.
Is something
This
wrong?
makes me uncomfortable.
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
So you come to Nick's house and you can get a wet towel.
You don't get a hot wet towel.
Hot towel.
Hot towel.
No, we don't allow wet towels in the Scarpino household. Sorry, I didn't want to use a cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait,
Eh?
just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize for when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arms. The realization that my wife is listening to this in the next room and has absolutely no context. While making tuna, I might add, so there's a faint aroma of tuna floating around my apartment right now. I cannot wait to see what she says. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
Fine. Oh man, the moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true. But won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
Totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Oh, no, that's not it. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see.
I mean, we didn't really. We should do this lettering, but whatever.
I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have a little extra time after we finish the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it will be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right?
Yeah. So,
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with a friend in a relaxing environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow?
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so.
Nick, you bring
You're
your mic
very
closer.
thoughtful, Nick.
Sorry, you're just really quiet.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
I kind of like that about you.
Oh, she got closer. Like, you see she got closer right there?
Real close, man. Let's touch
Whoa.
foreheads.
She's a little blurry on my screen. That's how close she is. Maybe I'm like farsighted. I need to get the glasses going on right now. These are all sorts of thoughts going through my head. Snow Mike. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Oh, she popped back.
Sayori!
Eh?
Oh! Hi, Nick.
Why are you crying? You're like cranked out right now, Mike. I love it. Sayori. Just now, we weren't.
It's okay, Nick. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
Well, you know how much fun you were having with Yuri
There were a lot of cool knives.
and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to roll down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Nick? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Nick. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I would just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any pain anymore.
What?
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Nick. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Nick, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh no, guys.
that's
this
is a
game.
moment.
Are you kidding right
This
now?
is.
Whoa, bro! Don't
Oh,
you,
man.
dude,
No,
Nick,
Jesus Christ.
don't feed that! Don't feed that, bro!
You got to be honest.
Yeah,
But
thank you,
what
Joe.
if we
You gotta
do
be
love
honest.
her?
But do you?
I mean, I'll take my clothes off right now for you, Kevin. If you say I love me, love me.
What about what just happened with Yuri? You just like sucked the
I've
blood
never
or
been
whatever
on the
it was?
Yuri train. I'm just
Oh
saying that.
man, I love vampires. I'm into that.
Now there's a possibility that Kevin is still in that Natsuki train, which he's trying to get us back to that point right there. So we got to be honest. We got to go with honesty.
Yep.
You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've
Well-
always been. No, we've gone off track. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, and what will make you happy happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give some advice. If you're
Yeah.
ever trying to tell a girl you don't have feelings for her, don't ever say, "I know what's best for you." Like, let's just
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
give
get
it
that.
up. It's not
I'm
great
gonna full
advice.
stop. Give a little bit of advice here too. If someone's struggling with depression on this level, you should encourage them to seek professional help.
Yep.
For sure.
Well said. Well
Also-
said.
Trying to help them, you don't have the tools for it. I guarantee you do not. And you're probably going to make matters worse, especially if they have a massive crush on you and you don't have those feelings for them. Anyway,
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest?
Okay, see, this is the problem. You made
Right.
matters
You see
worse
what
here.
you're supposed to do? You see how you fucked that up? Jesus Christ.
I should write
Yeah,
a
but I
poem
don't know that
about this.
lying is the better option.
You know, it's your best friend of your whole life. You can't
Sayori.
be in a relationship
Are
with her for like
Are they best
20 or
friends
30
for the whole
years.
life?
Yeah.
The main character of this seems like kind of iffy about that.
No, they've been best friends since little kids, right?
I think he
Mhm.
kind of views her more as like a, but yeah, like a,
mean,
a
there's-
friend that's next door. That's kind of a nuisance. But now he's like, no, we're buddies. He's fine. I think he's just realizing the depth of their relationship.
It's okay. This is just my punishment. Remember?
Again, if people start using words like punishment, you go, there's no punishment. We're not ascribing a value to this.
For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this the whole time, and that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right. I just want to get it to go to the way it always was. And I realize that now, you really do know me better than anyone, Nick. I'll trust you with anything.
Jesus,
Anything at all.
that's a lot of responsibility you're taking on here, Big Nick.
So,
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
ah!
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I am so shocked, I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on her path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort. How hard is this to understand, Nick? She likes you a lot. You don't return the feelings, and it's
Yeah, but
really
this is
bumming
like
her out.
this is high school / early college, Nick. Like,
These
were you
people
this
are in
self-aware
grad
at that
school. We've
point?
already established, Joey.
Yeah,
they're
community college,
37-year-old
JUCO.
professionals.
Community college. I'm sorry.
Yes. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Well, you shouldn't be doing anything at all because you're comforting her is leading her on, you weirdo. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. They're never going to be back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day.
I would recommend saving, probably.
Cool. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd walk to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house and waking her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I have painted is dry, and I gently roll it up and take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited to be for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Monica. Nick. Oh, sorry. Joe.
Sorry, I was muted. Nick, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Jesus Christ. You'd think that on the days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Nick. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
Is Monica fucking spying on us? What's happening?
You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do.
Monica's scary.
I'm the club president after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned her down her confession? That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No, you fucking don't. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets?
Terrifying.
They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head. It just says get out of my head a lot. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Damn. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Nick? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Oh, sorry.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give for her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and I let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. Oh no. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
Oh, shit.
Why is this what we're playing? You know what I mean? Like, there were fucking other options, weren't there?
No.
Oh,
We could have
I don't
done something
like that.
nice and
I
fun.
don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like any of that.
Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning her down on her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Damn, this music is fucking haunting, by the way. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walking her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 Okay.
Damn. Fucking.
No shit.
Is that really
That's how that ended?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Why is this what we chose to play, huh?
Oh, look, the image is all messed up.
So Tam, do you remember what we do after this?
Carry on playing.
Yeah, just load the game, right?
So just load game?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I load it?
Actually, go back. You can pick the first option, I think.
Oh, the one that's all messed
Oh,
up.
that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of different characters. I see an annoying girl run toward me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Terrifying. What is happening?
It's like a broken video,
That's cool.
right? Or JPEG.
Yeah. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Nick. Monica.
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check out the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that. Yeah.
It's really not bothering at all, you know? Literature club can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too.
So does Greg Miller.
I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Nick. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Nick. You know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Than butcher paper? I'd hope so. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back. And I brought a guest with me.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess.
Kev, I think this is you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyways, welcome to the club, Nick.
All words escaping in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Snow Bike, you know what I'm talking about?
Whew.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look a little like a first-year student.
But she's 18. or
18-year-old
older.
first-year
At
student,
least
just to
21
clarify.
years old, able to drink and vote.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Nick in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Nick?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess so.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Nick, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so?
Why is Monica being kind of throwing shade right now?
Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Kev?
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
That's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't... Oh, sorry.
You wouldn't like them.
I'm not a very confident writer yet, huh?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and even showing the deepest reaches of your heart.
You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's...
I guess the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Nick?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry. I thought.
Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Nick. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting going down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Nick?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
I mean, we've talked for like 5 seconds.
Nick, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Nick, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
I'm going to save there.
Kevin, what do we got
how
time-wise?
Yeah.
We probably got about 15, I bet.
Yeah, looks like we're at 23 minutes left.
23.
But I mean,
all right.
Maybe we should just shut it down and never play this stupid game again. You know?
Well, there's more to come, Kev.
But like, should there be? You know what I mean? Like, sad.
There's a lot of question marks in my head, and we're gonna have a quick breakdown at the end of this. So let's go forward for another 15 here, Nick, and then we'll have a conversation. Actually, let's just have that conversation now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Hey, best friends out there, I know that was a lot to handle, a lot to see right there. For many of you who have seen this game, or for many of you who have not seen this game, that was some disturbing imagery that can really trigger some side effects that may affect you in different ways. And no matter who you are, no matter where you are, we are all human beings, and we all have emotions and feelings. We all react differently to different settings and different situations. And if you ever feel any sort of bad situation where you are not happy, you are sad, you are not feeling yourself, never hesitate to reach out to a friend, a family member, or if there's ever a situation where you need to seek professional help, please do so. No matter if you have sought professional help before, if you have never sought professional help before, if you're too shy, if you're too confident and you don't want to do that, if you have no money in your pockets, please make that call, go out of your way and take care of yourself. And let other people know so we can always keep an eye on you and take care of yourselves, because we are the best friend community. And I know that was a lot to handle for myself, for others out there. And that was one that I will take on my chin right now as the person who leads those streams. I did not know that was going to happen. And I know that this is a video game that is not banned on Twitch in any way, shape, or form. This is one that is dealing with some different situations, and we talked about that going in. But seeing that live and in person will always affect people differently. And I am thankful to have all of you in the chat. I'm thankful to have this crew right behind me right now to make this fun, engaging, and know that I am supported, and we're going to make that through together. So that was a lot to see. That was a lot to talk about, and I want you all to know that we're going to get through this together. We're going to continue to push on and see what happens, because on a different note, now that we segue away from that important moment that I wanted to make sure we talked about, I don't know where this is going to go, right? I'm going to be honest with everybody, and including the crew. I'm actually blown away. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm kind of lost in what happens now, and I don't want to spoil anything for myself and guess, but like, man, I don't know what's going to happen here, y'all. So I will go around the room because we are a group, not just me. And I'll start with Tam first, then Joey, then Nick and Kevin. Tam, are you okay with going forward?
I am okay with going forward. I will say, for disclosure, I have seen this through, and I will say the first time I saw it through, it was affecting. By the end of it, I was able to handle it, and I realized that that is going to be different sensibilities for different people. But that moment is indicative of what will continue to happen. As Mike said before, if you feel like this is something that, is going to weigh upon you, then that is a decision that you're going to have to make. And I guess on a individual basis, we'll have to figure out if we want to continue doing this. But I personally, I'm happy to continue doing this because it is, there's, I've seen it through, so I can't be the measure of the group entirely.
Thank you, Tam, for your openness and honesty and for riding it forward with us. Joey, are you okay with moving forward?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Tam, where I've played this before. It's been a few years, so like I'm a little bit hazy on the details as much as I just remember kind of the mainline story. So it kind of took me aback a little bit because I forget about how long stuff like that is on the screen. So yeah, I just would like to echo Tam's thing of like, this game doesn't get better. Like if that was really hard for you to watch, nothing that happens after this is going to make it any easier. So I would just take read of how you, as all of us is playing, everybody that's watching, just with that in mind moving forward. By the way, Nick, we can see what's on your screen. Oh, I guess it's just us.
Just us, yeah.
I know.
Kevin, I will kick it to you. Kevin, are you okay with everything happening?
Yeah, I'm okay to proceed. I kind of like, now I know what the bar is and why everyone's like, oh, this game's wild. So, I mean,
okay.
you know what I mean? Like, now we know the stakes. So,
okay.
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. That's why I'm checking in on everybody, making sure we all get a good gauge. Nick Scarpino, you are my ride or die. You are my dude. Are you okay with moving forward?
I definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
One thing I will suggest, I DM'd this to Joey, but it might be worth considering maybe letting Mike take over the narrator while Nick plays Nick himself. Because otherwise Mike will have to just sit in silence.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine with sitting in silence, to be honest with you. I think everybody has a good pace. I'm fine. Unless Nick, you think so, but I'm good right now, just so everybody knows. Like, I'm fine mentally and everything, so I'm all right, just so everybody knows. I see a lot of you in chat worrying that I'm gone silent and stuff. I was honestly expecting this to be like a WandaVision moment where I come back as a different human being and hit my lines again. So just know that's where I was at.
No, I think it'd be fun. Actually, Mike, maybe for the next play, you should take up the narration just so you have something to do. Because otherwise, I think it's difficult to hear me just read over and over again lines and lines. And it would be easier for me too. So why don't we do that? That's a good suggestion.
All right, I will take over the narrator. Let's give it a strong, what, Kevin? We got 15?
Yeah.
Let's go first.
Minutes.
A strong 15 minutes starting right now. Nick, on your cue.
Go for it.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Oh, we've unlocked a special poem. Would we like to read
Special
it?
poem.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
Stare at the dot to reveal a special message.
Oh, this doesn't make me comfortable.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit X. I don't know why I did that.
Oh, horror. So stare at the dot because that's a special message, right?
I thought it was on the left-hand side of the screen, wasn't it? The page?
Was it?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I
Nick,
don't.
you do your thing. Yeah, that was weird. It just said stare at the thing, and then that was weird.
It's just a dude.
You're supposed to wait for a few seconds.
Oh, was
Oh, and it plays something.
Oh, okay.
I? Shit.
No big
Sorry.
deal.
What? Does anyone know what it was?
I think it like turns into a message that's nice, like I care about you or something like that.
Oh, that's
Oh.
nice.
Okay.
That would have been sweet.
Would have been a nice change of pace for a little bit, you know?
All right. Wait. So who are we going after, or who are we
Yeah,
trying
now
to get
we-
with this time?
Exactly. We've
Interesting
completely
Monica's not
reset
on
our
here.
life. Yeah. Now that we've switched gears, this next time, I think we should go after Monica because Monica rocks.
I don't think we can. I think it's just
Exactly.
Not an
Did-
option, though.
There was some
Yeah.
weird stuff at the end, right, with Monica
yeah. Monica's
in like the poem,
yeah,
where
Monica's
Monica like kind of seemed like. I'm not saying she was pushing Sayori to do anything, but like there was just like a weird line in the poem that was like, "I do what I have." I can't remember it.
I'm going for Natsuki this time because she likes manga, and I feel like we're gonna have a little bit more to talk about.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
probably a lot more reading for me. You know what I mean?
What, manga?
No,
good
picking
point.
Natsuki, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kevin, sorry about that. My bad. I didn't even think about that.
I'm just saying we get 100% and just keep going on Yuri the whole time.
I mean, we're just
Oh,
going
yeah,
rainbow.
I-
I need to lighten the mood here. Vitality. Oh, wait. Pleasure.
I think
Chad's
that no
very
matter-
split. A lot of stay with Yuri.
Really?
Love.
Yeah. I mean, if we can't go
I-
Monica, we continue
Tam
on with
is-
Yuri.
Tam is hanging out, and you know, I mean,
Yeah, I would
should
say go with
probably
Yuri.
use him.
But I did like that Kevin offered to let me eat ass that one time, so that was pretty
Kevin-
cool.
Kevin's down to get dirty, and you know what? I'm as a 37-year-old high school student in this game, I feel pretty good about it.
There is a poll in the chat if chat would like to weigh in on a decision that we may or may not actually follow through on.
We don't know where we're gonna
taking
go.
into
people, all right?
consideration. I just like to take, like a temperature check, of where they're at. Hi again, Nick. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Mikey.
Oh, well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, shit.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Nick. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not really accustomed to it.
That's freaky.
oh come on, like he deserves any slack.
Kevin, you're gonna
Bitch.
make me cupcakes after this. This tension, this anger between you and I, Kevin.
Woo! It's gonna be
Woo!
great stuff,
Fireworks.
Kev.
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see it, the end of it. Wow.
That's
Nah.
trippy.
I can't. I can't.
I don't know.
I think that's Monica's talking.
Yeah,
Right?
but Monica's. I don't know. You can't see it.
Monica's just doing a thing.
Natsuki. Okay.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Nick. We'll make sure to put out your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an... Can I get a word check?
Exasperated.
Thank you.
Exasperated.
Sigh from the within the
Yeah,
closet.
yeah.
Thank you. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand.
You're looking for something?
You
in
look.
there?
Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spots.
Little spark she's got here.
Arc plug.
What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna just mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes.
Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you really are into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
How do you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
I see.
There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feeling.
I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring.
Parfait Girls?
It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door.
She points to the classroom door.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Nick.
Tell me, Kevin.
You a bitch. Don't judge a book by a book. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands.
I stare at the cover. Sorry.
Don't worry. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo.
Don't just... Oh, sorry.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet.
Oh shit! Right away, huh?
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be? Oh, sorry.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take a seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Oh, what's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me.
Sorry.
I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book.
Are you on Team Natsuki now?
I mean, we're reading a book together. We're just gonna see where this goes, guys.
I want her to stay alive, so just leave me alone.
It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read from the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at all. I can't talk at the same time. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be the entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Are you sure this isn't boring you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with it.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Couldn't you not rub it in? Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in their face.
This is a
What a
perfect
10 out of 10
ever.
casting for this character.
I know those kinds of people. Yeah, this is perfect.
Sorry.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find some friends who don't judge, much less friends who aren't also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. Oh, that's not the right thing to say. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh? Yeah, it's pretty accurate, I guess.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Part.
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh,
It's a comic book.
At least it's safe here in the club room.
Oh my God.
So is the bold black stuff her like inner monologue?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I like it when you do it, Kevin. Like the computer takes over,
That-
right? It's
yeah,
like,
that's what I was,
and you're like,
that's what I was
then
trying
you're
to
like,
do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad
exactly.
you got
I
it.
like it when you do that, Kevin.
Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So...
That's a lot of sounds from Kevin.
I like that.
Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah.
I flipped the page. And scene after this.
Yeah.
Time passes.
Do you want to hit save or?
Sure.
Scene. And with that, that will conclude this Wednesday afternoon stream with Joey, Tam, Kevin, and Nick, myself included, all giving you it our all here during Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Tam, thank you for joining us here on the late night on a Wednesday. You are truly incredible and one of a kind, my friend.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Always. Joey, you are lovely and awesome. Thank you for the fun and all of the good times.
Thank you. It's been a ride, and it's going to continue to be a ride.
We are continuing on. Kevin, you were perfect today as always.
Thank you. You were great too, and your character will be missed.
Nick, I love you. This was a ton of fun. We got to get out of here. Remember, don't forget, Suave Nick is the Photoshop Challenge of the week. We're going to do Photoshop Challenge this Monday. So coming up, you have a whole week to get ready. Tweet them at me. Use the hashtag KFG Streams with Suave Nick Photoshops. Ooh, he looks so good in that suit, y'all. So make sure to do some fun Photoshops with all of that. We'll be back tomorrow with a very special stream that I don't think y'all are ready for. And then on Friday, we have an awesome charity stream. We're teaming up with Steven Spawn to celebrate his 40th birthday. We're going to help him raise over $1 million in awesome charitable funds going towards Able Gamers. So join us as me and Joey have cleared all of Tim and Greg's schedule to come back and drink and party and play. Emily is away. Part 2 of their playthrough is going down on Friday, and we're having a great charity stream for Able Gamers. So please tune in, turn up, spread the awareness, and help us raise funds for a great cause and for a great birthday. Happy birthday, Steven Spawn, coming up. And happy birthday, Gary Witta and Philip J. Woodward, a great community member out there. Don't forget about the Photoshop Challenge. Don't forget about tomorrow's awesome stream. We'll see you back here on Friday as well for a charity stream.
Before we go,
Yeah.
would it be possible to get one last EEE for
I need it
Sayori?
too, Mike. That's
Rest
the
in
right thing.
peace.
You know what, Tam? I appreciate that, and I think we got to do it all together. Would you be willing to do it with me?
I'm down. I'm ready.
Okay, I think on 3, right after 3, we all do it together, all right? So everybody reach deep down inside, take a deep breath, and let's give it our all to say goodbye for part 2 of Doki Doki. 1, 2, 3. Let's get out of here. Kevin, send us away. Goodbye, best friends. We'll see you back here next time. See ya.